Hey family, welcome to Phie.Love Intuitive Conversations. I hope you're all doing good today. If you like my content, I would appreciate it if you please do like, share and subscribe to help me get my content out there. And if you have any negativity or hate, keep it on your side of the street, okay? It won't be acknowledged. I'm gonna try and not have this video be too long today. I've been guided to talk about what about you is keeping you in someone else's life, or what about you is the reason that someone else is keeping you in their life. If we're unaware, I don't think we ever really take the time to question that, because a lot of us want to feel needed. A lot of us want to feel accepted. A lot of us want to feel like we belong, or like we can bring some sort of a purpose or giving to someone else's experience or existence. So at face value, I don't think we really fully consider what it is about us that could be benefiting someone else's experience. Because there's a lot of us in the world, excuse me, there's a lot of us in the world who we're lonely. We want someone around. We feel like we need someone who meets us on our same wavelength, our same vibe. If we know ourselves enough to think we need that. Otherwise, most people just meet on the level of drinking, partying, sex, fun, festivals, you know. But like, I really want people to consider what about themselves is benefiting the people in their lives, and why do those people in their lives keep them around? Do those people in your life make you aware of what about you keeps them around? Your energy, your mind, your money, your conversation, your looks, the ego boost you give them, what they learn from you, the kind of fun you give. Do you teach them? Does your energy uplift them? What about you is keeping you in someone else's life, and how is your presence in their life benefiting their experience? Are you aware that there might be something about you that's keeping you in someone's life? Or are you also maybe operating from a place of unconscious lack, that them just being there, regardless of their quality, regardless of their mind, regardless of what they bring, regardless of their habits, regardless of what they take from you, how they take from you, do you become that unconscious that you just have them around regardless of how they affect you and your energy, how you give to yourself, how you grow in yourself, how you value yourself? Are they helping you put value on yourself because of what you give them? Or have they just got your mind in some lock by stroking your ego, making you feel approval and acceptance, all the while they're just taking from you. All the while they're making you unconsciously be okay with them putting the value on what you give instead of you putting the value on what you give. Let's say, for instance, you have a friend and every time you come around this friend, you feel like you have someone around, you have a friend in your life, you know, this person likes me, that's great, they like me, they accept me, they make me feel like I can have someone to talk to, someone to be around, someone to go to a party with, someone to go to this place, I can pick up the phone and call them, and we engage in A, B, and C. Fantastic. Maybe that's how you feel about it on your side, okay? But in your unawareness, this friend takes your kindness for weakness. This friend uses your advices, your money, your couch, maybe even your friends, maybe even your family, maybe your kind-hearted nature, maybe your ability to give support, maybe your ability to make money, maybe the list goes on of the kinds of things we can offer in relationships to people, which are pretty big deals for someone who maybe lacks in those areas, but because of our need for approval, to be liked, accepted, our egos satisfied, our uncomfortable feelings maybe of loneliness that we experience deep down in the background, abandonment, that the little bit of positive attention or energy someone might extend to us doesn't even measure up to what your presence in their life does for them. And someone just simply playing on that part of you and you not being conscious or aware or questioning it can have you in the end feeling really, really drained and blaming it on everything under the sun, except for the fact that there's an individual in your life who keeps taking from you and doesn't replenish you or pay attention maybe to how you need to be replenished in your life to balance that out. So you keep giving, you keep giving, you keep giving. The next person is elevating and elevating, or maybe not even elevating, just consuming. Consuming you, consuming your energy, whatever, okay? And you might still walk away at the end and find yourself 2 years down the line complaining about the same bullshit with this person, and you're having the same round and round conversations, doing the same shit, hanging around the same people. What people are you allowing to give you your value? And have you maybe got the courage enough to recognize what about you people value and put your own value onto that, and then decide if the kinds of people you hang around are worthy, and if the people you're around are replenishing you, or maybe not even allowing you the mind space to replenish yourself. Just think about the kinds of people you have around you that you give your time, your mind space, your energy, your talents, your money, whatever it is, whoever it is around you that might be dependent on you for something, okay? If you just consider for a second that you were to take what you give away, what kind of feelings does that evoke inside you? How does it make your body feel? Does it make you nervous? Why is it making you nervous? Does that nervous feeling come from fear? Does it come from the threat of not being accepted by those people, that person anymore? If you took your energy, your talent, whatever you give to balance their lives out, or to help them or elevate them in some way, or bring some sort of stability to them, to their lives, does that feeling make you scared that you're going to be shunned? What if you said today, you know what, I'm feeling a little bit depleted and I feel like I need to take a time out for myself and see how I'm going to give back to me the time, energy, or whatever it is that I've been giving to you, my resources? Do you think you have the courage to say that to somebody in your life? Are you afraid of them being offended? Are you afraid of the drama it might cause, which in itself, the thought of the drama that you build up in your head, you pulling back, might cause, brings a whole other level of fear that just says to you, you know what, I don't even need to deal with that. Like, I don't mind. Why don't you mind? Why is the person on the outside that you've maybe been giving to for so long, or has been keeping you in their life for one reason or another, why maybe are they not able to get self-sufficient in that area of their lives, or ask you to show them or take a step out to do it? Why haven't you encouraged that maybe what you're giving, they learn how? If someone has become dependent on you in some way or another for what you give out, why are you okay having someone on the outside of you be dependent on your energy, your mind, and your resources? Do you maybe have to do a bit of deep shadow work and ask yourself why you maybe need to feel so needed by people on the outside, instead of putting maybe more effort into needing yourself and knowing that you can rely on yourself and feel good inside yourself when you can see that the person on the outside of you is able to do that for themselves too? Use you as an example and not as a crutch. Why does the idea of possible conflict, rejection, drama, or being called selfish give you anxiety and evoke fear inside of you? Why does letting somebody else or encouraging someone else to be dependent on their own energy and not yours make you uncomfortable? And I'm not saying this is everybody, please don't get me wrong, okay? I know there are many people out there who have elevated out of this space and have mastered the art of, you know, being dependent on themselves and their own energy and encouraging others to do the same, you know, that will then lead by example. But there are so many of us out there who are in this trap of being bonded to people around us who are dependent on us for whatever it might be. And, you know, most of them don't even want us to realize what it is that they're dependent on us for. Because if we do realize that, we start putting more value onto ourselves and they would probably fall off. Ain't that some shit? So yeah, family, like, I mean, let's be accountable to ourselves for what it is that maybe we're allowing people to exploit us over because of our needs or our lacks on something within ourselves that we maybe need to build a bit more confidence on and place more value onto ourselves over. And let's also take responsibility for allowing certain individuals to become dependent on us. And let's also take responsibility for encouraging the next person to learn how to be dependent on themselves. Because by always allowing someone to be dependent on you, how are they supposed to elevate in life? How are you going to elevate in life when you keep on expelling your energy for someone else? Let us take a card from the Ascendant Masters deck today and see what Spirit has to say, either in support of our conversation or for whoever is watching this that needs to resonate with it, okay? Well, nothing's coming out. Maybe I need to use another deck. We'll try Flower Therapy then, by Doreen Virtue. Maybe they've got something here to say. There we go. Ha! Time to decide. Can you see? The flower on here is the wisteria. And the card says, make a decision now so you can move forward. I think that speaks really nicely into what we've been talking about. You know, make the decision to analyze. What are people using out of you that they're not telling you about, that helps them in their lives, that you are not putting your value onto? And don't allow other people to decide the value of what you're giving to them. Okay? Let's see what the book has to say. Time to decide. Oh, excuse me. There we go. You're being guided to a decision now. There is a situation in your life where, through fear of making an incorrect choice, it aligns beautifully. Through fear of making an incorrect choice, you've neglected to make any decision at all. Remember how I said the fear of being called selfish, the fear of starting drama, the fear of offending somebody. All of that pushes you into not making a decision about someone's position in your life and maintaining your energy and resource expenditure. Time is a resource too. This is preventing you from evolving and from learning the next steps in your life's journey. Solidifying your resolve now allows you to grow. You can release procrastination and get past this ego manifestation. It is our ego. You can never make a wrong choice, as all paths lead to the same result. It's more a matter of how quickly you arrive at your desired destination. The choice you feel more secure with is the right one. A path that leads to greater happiness, joy, comfort, and support is where you're being guided. Let go of fear and move forward. The additional meanings of this card is it's time for a change. You're being guided to move ahead. I really hope that resonated with somebody, and I hope that this video will help someone out there place more value on themselves and what they give to other people around in their lives, and place value on what other people are not telling them that they're using for their own benefit out of you in their lives. Okay? I'll see you in the next video, guys.